Saints TV and Bentley Social are teaming up for round 24 against the Brizzy Lions. The game's at 4:35. We're doing a function to celebrate our finals berth under Ross Lyon. Get down there at 3 o'clock. It's $10 entry, but that will get you raffle tickets for a good prize on the night. There's going to be a DJ set afterwards, courtesy of myself. It'll be good fun, so make sure you get down there early. We're capped at 280 and we've already got about 80 interested, so make sure you come down. We'll see you there. Oh, boys. Oh, listeners. Oh, Saints fans. We're in. Firstly, I'd like to send out a personal thank you to the West Coast Eagles for putting on the best performance of the year, the second best performance of the year behind the Mighty Saints on the weekend. Because of your heroics and the heroics of a former Saint in Jamie Cripps, we are in September, baby. Ouchie! How are we feeling, Marsh?
Oh, yep, lads and listeners. What am I wearing, boys?
What's this?
What am I wearing?
That is a nice gown.
It is a gown. It's a nice silky satin dressing gown.
That's cozy.
Because if you cast your minds back to a while ago, I said I'd whip this out when I'm feeling relaxed. And thanks to Jamie Cripps and the West Coast Eagles, I am as relaxed as a cat in a... I know you're a cat man, Jake. What relaxes cats the most?
Well, speaking of cats, we've got a pretty cool cat in the corner here.
We've got a cool cat over here.
Look at it.
He's got the sunnies on, people. He's got the sunnies on.
He's a bit of a blues brother over here. What's going on?
Where's Jake, boys?
Where's Jake? Who's this?
Who's this cool dude?
Who's this cool cat?
Godfather's out. Jake's a bloody pussy, boys. We mean business, boys. Give me this one, mate. Come on. Go.
Just laughing too much. That's
Saints
good.
footy.
That's Saints footy.
Oh, speaking of cool cats, rather cold cats.
Oh,
Jeez,
cold
we
cats.
put them in the freezer. Just
Kittens.
froze them.
Kittens.
Some
They
would
were
say
scared.
Pussies.
Pussy meow.
They were scared.
That
were.
ain't it. That.
Oh.
Where
Where do we begin?
I
don't know.
Can I just quickly say
Here we go.
that Jamie Cripps, I'm so light because I've held such resentment towards that man ever since, he was sneaky about his diabetes and we only found out once we got him. And then once we put a lot of resources and time into him and then he started missing mum's lasagna. And we know what happened. He went on to be a very good player, a premiership player.
Yep.
And we got Trent Dennis-Lane. So
Yeah.
that was just a really nice full circle close. I've got closure.
Yeah.
So thank you, Jamie Cripps. Well done on a remarkable career and long may it rain.
Yeah.
Long may it rain.
Yeah.
Well said.
Very fitting there.
How do we start with this match? Let's talk about getting there. Let's talk about the vibe during the day, leading up to it. Jake, what was the feeling in your gut?
It took until, I reckon, 3 o'clock and then it kicked in. I went to the markets the morning on my own. I'm like, just have a chill, have a coffee. My favourite guy there, Michael, made me the best omelette in the world and just sat down and had one. He's got his own little kitchen there. And I rocked the hoodie. I was like, got to get the energy early.
Yeah.
Got to represent,
He's starting to sound like us. I like this.
Yeah.
This is good.
You're getting pumped.
I've changed, boys. I feel like I changed. After hitting up the platform.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you got your P's.
Yeah.
You're off your P's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hecker's the platform. I suppose that's jumping ahead.
We'll get there.
jumping
But during the
ahead.
day, so you've had your omelette,
Yeah.
the saintly omelette.
Then it was just mentally prepare. I watched a highlights of last time we beat them last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, rev it up.
Mm-hmm.
Tore them apart there. And then got in the car, pumped the tunes. Like,
What are you cranking?
bit of party rock anthem, bit of LMFAO, bit of who else is there? All the disco shit.
bit of
Yeah,
Skrillex.
I love disco. Disco pumps me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was listening to some disco.
Like just getting
And
pumped
we're
up.
actually going to drop some disco news.
oh yeah.
Yes.
We are going to drop some big disco
Big
news
disco.
during the
Absolutely.
podcast, so stay tuned because it's coming up.
All right, so you're getting your disco on the way, and
Yeah.
then
Get there, go get some food, catch up with the fam, and then basically I was just the game. I just wanted the game to start.
Yeah.
Like once you get to that 5:30, 6 o'clock mark, you're like,
Itching.
can we just get to it?
Yeah.
Because we didn't have the social, so it was
Yeah.
all that spare time. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not used to this. Got the seats. There were a few cadders around me. Like, oh, this is a bad sign, but they weren't there at halftime, which
Yeah,
was nice.
that's right. Nah. Marshy,
Yeah.
your start to the day. How did it go?
my balls were tingling.
That's right.
Ah,
My
yes,
balls
of
were
course.
tingling.
Yes.
And for listeners, I don't mean to be crass, but for the listeners out there that do have their own balls, it's a weird sensation that usually I feel sick in my guts the footy, but I for this one I was perky. I was so perky,
Yeah.
and I was getting the excitement tingles, and I'm like, we're on tonight.
It's like mums at a John Mayer concert. It's the same thing for our
100%.
female listeners. Yeah.
So I'm like, nah, we've got this, baby. I don't know why, but I just felt it.
Yeah,
And-
that's true. You did call that.
And then, just rock in. Went to the Indian joint next to the Nixon and caught up with some boys. And then, went into the platform. It was dense in the platform. In the aisle, sorry. It was dense in the aisle. Joycey came down to the aisle.
I did. I made
But
my debut.
the runway and getting in there. And old mate on the calling out the names. I don't know if it's the same bloke, but that was really peppy.
It was the same bloke.
Mate, I'd love to know.
Did he have a bit of a spring in his step too when he woke up in the morning?
100%. His balls were tingling when he was reading out the boys' names. So, good on him.
He still got Filippo wrong though.
Yeah.
Gotta fix that. Filippo.
I didn't mind that.
I like that. A little bit of a-
yeah,
a little bit
he was
of-
excited. So, fair play.
That's flair.
Joycey, you?
Yeah, so had a gig beforehand, so had a bit of a sleep in, woke up, made myself a coffee. I always make myself a coffee every morning now in my Saints mug.
Yep.
That I think
much,
you gave
yeah.
it to me. Yep, you gave me the Saints mug, so I have a coffee in that every morning, double shot, get it going, feel it. Did my vocal warm-ups, took the dogs for a walk, vocal warm-ups,
Up
gig.
the Saints.
And then-
Hey, what is your vocal warm-ups? Just super quickly.
All the lip rolls and everything
I
like
really
that.
have to do that.
I'll
because
send you. It's ruined my Spotify. Like,
Yeah,
you know how
algorithms, yeah.
Spotify rap at
Yeah.
the end of
Oh,
the year.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
your most listened album was. Mine's Jacob's Vocal Academy warm ups because every time I'm on
true.
the way to a gig,
You
I
just-
vocally warm up on
That's an excellent
Spotify.
idea. I need to get into
And
that.
you know what?
Yeah.
He would be rolling in it just purely because of the amount of singers that are listening to it on Spotify and working up those streams. They've got hundreds of millions of streams on these things.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Such good thinking. Anyway, get to the gig. The footy's on. I'm just enjoying myself. There's a few Saners at the pub and I'm playing along. And I'm like, all right, pack up my gear, head back home, get on the train, chuck my headphones in and get in the zone. And I tell you what, the train that I got on was the zone.
Yeah.
It was 90% St Kilda to about 10% Geelong.
That's what you want to see.
It was huge numbers on the train. So get off there. I'm like, all right, couple of beers to warm up at the social club. So I went into the social club, said hi to Emma and the gang, and a big thank you to them for organising all of our social clubs throughout the year. They've been awesome. Special mention to Jamae, who was there as well. She was great. So I went in there, couple of Carlton drafts, beer in each hand. Started that
pass.
way,
Yeah.
ended that way.
Nice.
And it was brilliant. Had a couple of chats to a few regulars at the social there. Just, I felt relaxed because
Yeah.
the old man called me up before the gig and he was like, how you feeling? I said, I don't know. I've just, I've emotionally numbed myself going into St Kilda games now to protect my feelings. But he was like, no, I just watched that 2016 replay where Gresh kicked the goal. Rui was up on the wing, and we'll do these blokes. We'll do them tonight.
So your old man's balls were tingling.
His balls were tingling. And he's had the schnip as well. So So that's really special.
They're just knocking.
Yeah. Walking into the game, it felt nice. It wasn't rushed. Old 14 Victory Room, social club, stroll out into aisle 29. Marshy and the crew are there. I'm like, got to protect my voice a bit tonight, boys, because I've got another gig tomorrow. Nah.
No, you were
Nah,
into it.
Once you're there, you're absorbed in it. Marshy, thanks for having me, mate.
No,
That
pleasure.
was...
Pleasure.
If anyone else wants to get involved, hit up Marshy, because now that I've done
Everyone
it,
does. Yeah.
I just want to get back there.
It was good fun, huh?
It is so much fun. And then I bumped into a couple of cheer squad members at halftime. I said, I'm coming in for the last quarter. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
So
Good on
it was just a complete game. I had the best time.
It was the most fun.
It was the most fun. Thank
fun.
you to everyone at the St Kilda Football Club, the match day managers. The pre-game was awesome.
It was good, actually.
Everyone involved
Yeah.
would have just felt that sense of euphoria
Yeah.
at the end
Yeah.
of that game.
And
the way that we did.
It was just 100%. I think you said it in your car, Jake, that it was the first time it felt like a proper home game.
Yeah.
Yeah, all year.
It was a cold.
Yeah,
It
in
was
such a long time.
intimidating for
Yeah.
the Geelong fans.
Oh, yeah.
Which was you can't say that we've done that.
The
for a long
crowd
time.
was spectacular.
Yeah.
That was it. That's the standout.
That-
We
Saints
got
footy.
Farrell. We got Farrell.
We did. How good was it when, like, Tommy Hawkins was lining up for
Oh,
goal?
yeah,
And just the-
yeah.
And for the first one, everyone was a bit quiet. And I
and
was
then
like,
it just got louder.
he's right in front
Right
of us.
there,
So I
right.
started up the booze. And it went...
Yeah.
Even
like,
when-
once one went off, two went off, five
That's
went off.
right.
It
Didn't
just
we-
built... And he muffed it.
He
Well, I
did.
think we booed him when he claimed that mark after
Yeah,
the
oh,
siren.
yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
It was like, mate,
cheeky
you're trying to
bugger.
cheat us again.
It
You've
was
done that
animal
once
enclosure
before.
stuff.
Yeah.
It was...
Yeah.
You're right. It was feral at the footy, but it was all Saints positive, and, you know,
Yeah.
I felt that it was a great match because not even anyone... Like, nobody was going off at the umpires
Nah.
in a really harsh manner. It all felt jovial
Yeah.
because we understood what was happening, but...
And 20
free kicks to
And
5.
20 to
Can't
5.
help that. Yeah.
I was going to say.
Yeah,
and
so-
two of them one was deliberate, one was out in the full. So
Yeah.
Oh, Cooper Sharp. That the umpires copped a bit for that.
They
one.
did.
Yeah, that was
that
bad.
was so ridiculous.
Because then Geelong did it, they
And
didn't
then,
pay.
yeah, and they were both right in front of aisle 29.
Same spot, yeah.
Yeah, and aisle 29, don't forget. So,
we keep receipts.
yeah, that's right.
All right, let's get into it, boys.
Let's
Come on.
get into the chatter because
let's
we
just
came
go.
out from that first bounce and Steely was like, yep, we're on. Crouchy was like, yep, we're on. Sebi Ross, the poor bastard, was like, yep,
Yeah.
we're on. Out of the middle. Jack Higgins was in absolutely everything in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Couldn't keep away from it.
No.
He was getting two free kicks resulted in goals. You know?
Jeez, he gets smashed around.
Duncan
He
got a
does.
week, didn't he?
Sorry?
Duncan, he copped a
did.
week.
There you go. Duncan copped
For
a
that.
week.
Dirty bugger.
Yeah, that'll be the end of his career. Zane Cordy, another one.
Zane
Oh.
Cody.
Oh, just okay.
Oh.
I feel like we need to structure this, otherwise
Yeah.
we're just going to get lost
Yeah.
and talk for 4 hours.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
So-
as much as it'd be nice for the listeners, but
Let's start with the midfield because they set the tone
Yep.
for the match. Jack Steele, skipper's match. The way that he was throwing himself at the ball,
Yeah.
tackling, another 7 tackles, game high for St Kilda.
And
He's in the top 10.
And sat on Dangerfield.
Sat
sat
on Dangerfield.
But that wasn't what stood out the most to me. It was when I think of Jack Steele, like in 2020 when he was at his best, it was that roving and then getting that couple of metres out of the centre clearance and having
Correct.
clean clearance work. We haven't seen that for him
Speaking-
in most of the year.
How good was I can't remember what part of the game it was.
Oh,
when
the handball over the top?
Handball over the head.
That
and
was
Steele's running onto
sensational.
it. Steele's in full flight.
Pretty sure I came up and hugged you at that point.
Did you?
Yeah.
We've not looked that creative
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the middle since Paddy Ryder.
Because
Because of the craft
correct.
that he brought to the team.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rowan Marshall, there's a few times in this game.
Oh, he was getting frisky.
he was getting a bit cheeky with some of these taps.
He was.
But the boys were actually on and reading it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we could get out quick.
There were barely any stoppages for that game. There were barely
No,
any
Geelong
stoppages
looked
for that game.
absolutely gassed.
They were gassed, and every time there was a stoppage, we just dominated it. That is the first time, I reckon, since the days of maybe Armo and Stuv,
Yeah.
that I've seen 2 midfielders just absolutely tear apart a team, and that was in Crouchy and Steele in terms of clearance. Like, Crouch had 11 clearances.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Massive.
That's absolutely
That's
bonkers.
crazy numbers.
Yeah.
And he was in and under. He had something like 15 contested possessions as well. He was the bull. Him
He
and
was.
Steele were the bulls.
It's like he lifted when Seb went off too.
Yeah,
Because
correct.
he's like, okay, Seb was helping me here, but now I've got to go.
Yeah,
God,
definitely.
shout out to Seb.
He started like a
I have
house
to
on
commend
fire.
Seb
He really
'cause
did.
I've been on Seb's back for a long time.
Yeah.
He has now, under this coaching regime, found it again. He's
Yeah.
found the spark. He's found the love for finding the footy, getting the hard ball and doing the extra efforts. They've found a way to do it. And I think the way that they've done it is just go to the gun, let the gun take you to the footy and beat him one-on-one.
Yeah.
And he does. And he gets clearances. He gets clear ball.
He's a good tackler.
He is a great
Yeah.
tackler.
Just pins the arms straight away.
So, Seb,
Yeah, full credit there.
come back. If you're going to play like that every year, that's Saints footy. That's what
right.
that's your 2017 stuff. So
And I mean, to see Machito thrown in there early, Filippo as well,
yep.
and then to see that we still won clearance with some of these youngsters in there against
Yeah.
some
Oh,
yeah.
very seasoned midfielders
Yeah.
that have just won like a flag a year ago.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, the experience they would get. I mean, I can't wait to see them run out in the final, but
Yeah.
in this sort of game, it was basically like a final
that
anyway.
was absolutely a final. And that was
Yeah.
the most impressive thing about the whole evening was that we we rose to the occasion
Yep.
and then set a new record, I think, in terms of how we present ourselves as a team.
Correct.
It was just so not like everyone was switched on. Everyone was absolutely
Correct.
dialed in. The pressure,
Yeah.
the Cats, they had no idea what was coming at them.
Nah.
And if we had a kick straight,
I was gonna say,
we
yeah.
left 4 goals minimum a quarter.
I was going
on
to
the
say
table.
Yeah.
that the scoreboard flattered
Oh, absolutely. it did.
Geelong
Yeah.
Big time.
because that was a 10-goal win. If
Yeah.
we'd kicked straight, that was a 10-goal
Well,
win
definitely.
against the
Inside-
reigning premiers.
Inside 50s in the second term, midway through, it was 24 to 10. And I'm like, we should be 8 goals up already.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, yeah, and that's where the issue will lie coming into finals, and that we need to fix up, especially coming up against Brisbane. But we'll get to that. But 24 inside 50s against a premiership midfield,
Yeah.
that's huge.
Yeah, I'm
Like-
curious if they've let more.
Yeah.
I don't know what our total was in the end. Did we get
Yeah.
over 55, 60?
Oh, it would have been big, but Ryan Marshall.
Oh, Roma.
What can
honestly,
we say?
He's all Australian squad, surely. You reckon?
Oh, he. I think this is the year where Rowan's being recognised. You know how you need your year of being
But
recognised, and then
he's had that. He's had that. You reckon?
yeah. So
Like,
maybe
last year
squad,
he was good.
we'll elect him for the squad. We'll put him up. We'll
Yeah.
go Rowan Marshall, Callum Wilkie, Sinclair, and probably Naz.
Yeah.
I reckon we'll put forward.
What do clubs put forward?
Yeah, clubs
Yeah,
have
they
to nominate
suggest a
for
few.
All Australian.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So,
Yep.
like, do they get carried away and like? How does that work?
Well, I mean, you've gotta be
because the problem
reasonable.
is like amongst the cohort of like the panelists,
Yeah.
because they do a lot of other stuff as well in the AFL. It makes it easier for them just to go, okay, well these are the blokes that the clubs value
Yeah,
the
so
most,
we'll narrow it down from there.
so
Okay.
they can. It's like a shortlisting
Is there a
process.
limit?
I think there is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
So probably like 6 each team or something.
Yeah, because in 2009 we would have had 10.
Yeah.
It just would have been us and Geelong essentially. But
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
yeah, Rowan Marshall, the Dukes, going forward as well, just the impact he had forward. That bit of play where he just got his hands, he almost absolutely clobbered Guthrie, but got his hands out in front and his knee into his side, brought the ball to ground. Filippo did some great scrapping, held the ball, waited for the moment that he saw a Saints jumper, dish out, and then I think it was a Higgins goal. Machito, Higgins goal, last quarter.
Machito handballed it to Higgins.
Correct.
Yeah, that was.
And
the
I got
one.
on TV afterwards.
Yeah, waving a flag.
You got a-
waving
you
the
got
flags.
a mention as
Marshy
well, I
got
think.
some good TV coverage.
Yeah.
I think they picked up on the fact that aisle 29 was where the buzz was.
Yeah.
And they just went, Vroom.
Like, I love that the Mason Wood was right in. It's not like
Yeah.
he was down the other end and you guys did the chant. He was right there.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Right
would have been
there.
like offensive to his ears. It would have been that loud.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't believe he didn't take the shot. Like, just
I
off the back of
know,
it, the
right?
energy that you would have given him.
Have a ping.
The game was done.
Oh,
Go for it.
Imagine that. Imagine him just going to Torrey.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
I'm glad he didn't do it because I don't think this ticker could have handled it.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
Oh, mate, I just would have malfunctioned. I would have stopped working.
But I think the other pleasing thing, we talked about inside 50s, which we had 59 to 41 in the end.
Yeah.
But 59 inside 50s for 20 marks inside 50.
Yeah,
That's great.
our
20.
delivery was so nice.
We were leading up so
Yeah.
well. It was so nice to see Max King took one pack mark.
Yeah.
And the rest were out in front of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Tim Membry must have been looking at him going, "You bloody asshole! You know how many years I've been asking for this, and suddenly you're getting it."
Yeah.
Like,
But Tim Membry, I know he didn't get the goals, but geez, his work up the ground, it's just unlocked a whole new dimension to what we're doing.
yeah, there was just so many passages where players made 1, 2, 3 efforts.
Yeah.
That just put Geelong to bed. They couldn't stay up with it.
No.
They were too old. They were too slow.
Yeah, the goal I posted and the club posted earlier today, that team goal.
Yeah.
Like, people didn't realise Filippo's in the middle of the ground.
Yeah, and he followed
Gets
up.
the hands, gives it out. I can't remember, to Steele, who chips
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But then you see him, he's not just kind of jogging slowly, he's like striding. He's
Yeah.
got long strides.
Yeah.
And he's flying down that ground.
Yeah.
And then he ends up finishing that piece of work.
And like, it's just such clever play. Like from Marshall before, he's saying he was, he was getting a bit cheeky with it or what have you.
The kick?
Yeah,
Just out of
the
midair.
air. It's just
It was
get
just-
it moving.
That was also 15 metres. That travel
I
about
know.
was
mark.
30.
I thought it was touched.
But even Owens going back with the fly
Yeah.
marks it. Like,
No one wanted to go near him.
But it started with Naz,
Yeah.
and then you got Machito,
Well, it
Filippo
started
in the
with Battle,
middle.
yeah.
Battle, obviously.
Oh, that
was excellent.
That punch.
that was so good.
That's
Yeah.
getting a mention.
That summarised his last 6 weeks. I said to someone, I don't know who I said it to, it might have been at the platform, but I said, I think Battle's last 4 to 5 weeks has actually been level with Wilkie or better.
Yeah,
Just in
correct.
terms
Yeah.
of just how he's gone about it.
Yeah. Well,
He's
that's
not
how he started.
He's not stuffed up a single thing.
No.
No.
And that's how he started the season. And
True.
he's found that flair again. And so's the whole team. Everyone on that night played their role.
Brad Hill?
Oh, he
Oh
was
my
sensational.
God.
he was pulsating.
He loved he saw that the Geelong players could not run. He's
Yeah.
like, catch me.
Catch me.
Oh,
Yeah. Go
I'm
on,
going to
mate.
run you into the ground.
That
I
was
loved
so
that.
nice.
That's the first time our players have had that, kill mentality.
Yeah,
You're
definitely.
done, but
Yeah.
we're going to keep going. I
Yeah.
loved that.
We're still hungry.
And
Yeah.
he's doing it on one leg, or he's really sore, and then
Yeah.
come out and he's hit like another gear.
He found
yeah.
that gear again, yeah. Hunter Clark copped one, went in the rooms for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That'll
Came
come
back
up
out.
later.
You'll talk about that, but
That'll come
I
up.
thought he was excellent. He battled through it.
He did. He was great after Sebi went off.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Webster. We could go literally the entire team.
Yeah.
Played like my player ratings today. I don't think anyone got under a 6.
Yeah.
It was all 7 and above, really.
Jay Gresham, I really liked his game.
He had a good game, yeah,
really
yeah.
liked his game. He did a few. It seems like last week was a good start in terms of him perhaps getting a bit of that identity back, and
Yeah.
him playing his. I think last week it was like 100% as a forward.
Yeah. A
And-
couple
and-
of near misses.
And then like yesterday or whenever it was, the defensive acts. It seems like
Yeah.
he's bought into that
Yeah.
as well.
Spot on.
There was a few moments that it gets lost when you're at the ground, but then you watch the replay and you're like, "Bravo, sir!"
Yeah. And as you said, I reckon he's bought into this team now at the pointy end of the season. And I think that Mason Wood getting asked the question in the media, like, talks on Jade Gresham leaving the club. And he's like, you know what? Jade Gresham leaving the club is for the end of the year. When he puts on a Saints jumper, he plays for this club and he plays for his mates at this club.
Yeah.
And that's all that he needs to worry
And
about.
he's ready to fucking go.
He's ready to fucking go. Yeah. Ooh, take that
I
out.
was.
Yeah,
there
that
was
was
a nice
funny.
moment at the end of the game where the players come around to the crowd and hand out
Yeah.
the little footies.
Yeah.
And I was pretty much right where Gresh was, and it was just
Yeah.
nice to see, based on we've seen the comments that he's copped this year, but that whole section in front of the victory room, that's where I was aisle 15.
Yeah.
That was 14. They were going nuts for him, just clapping. And it's just like, that's what it's all about. Like,
It is, yeah.
We value the defensive side almost more than any attacking side that he's got.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
love seeing the chase. We love seeing
We
that.
love one percenters. We're a
Absolutely.
football club that prides itself on one percenters.
And Ross,
Yeah.
values that higher than most
Yeah,
things.
spot on.
Definitely, like selfless, and you do whatever you want. But if you play a selfless brand for the club,
Yeah.
we're backing you.
Yeah.
But it's when it starts going to more the selfish territory. That's something that chaps people's
Yeah.
Yeah.
buttholes pretty quickly.
Yeah,
so,
spot on. You're not going to get away with it
No.
like you do at the Hawthorns or anything like
And
that of the world.
you think about the game, you're like, can you think of one selfish act from any player?
No.
From
No.
any player.
I was very nervous at the start of the game when Higo got that free kick about 40 metres out in front of goal and Machado and Gresh went on with it.
yeah.
Because, like, props to Gresh, gave off the handball to Machado, but then Machado had to do a little candy
dodge.
sell.
Oh, yeah.
Little
Wasn't easy.
dodge, yeah.
Made,
And
it
then-
made hard work out
yeah,
of it.
it did make hard work out of it. So I was like, when I saw that, I was like, ooh. But then everyone got around everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that first goal, everyone was up and about. So that's what I love to see. It was a team effort. The boys looked like they loved each other out there. That's all you want. They picked each other up. They made sure they were all right.
The TV was saying that they had a dance party before. Do you guys know about
dance
that?
Really?
Apparently, like they're all having a bit of a boogie in the rooms before the game.
I like that. Get them out of
loosening
their
up.
shells.
Yeah,
Get them out of their shells.
Get
Yeah,
that alpha mentality, you know? You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
Just puff the chest out a little bit more. Because
Yeah,
that's what we did.
Yeah, 100%.
You know,
we
we-
flexed.
Yeah, not everyone's got their headphones in the corners doing their own thing. Like, get together. This is a big night.
Yeah, spot
Yeah.
on.
It's a club we hate.
Yeah. And especially
I
as a
hate 'em.
group,
I hate them too.
as a group that's been labelled as introverts over the past 5 years, to pull them out of that right before a game is genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This coaching panel
They know
has
it. I
I
something.
wonder whose idea it was.
Yeah.
If you had to have a guess, if it was a player, which player do you... guys,
maybe-
we're having a boogie this week. We're going to
Ooh.
do something a little bit different.
I reckon it could have been someone, a surprise like Cal Wilkie.
yeah.
Because he looks like he's constantly ticking
Did you
over.
find out from his misso if he's a good dancer?
No, I'm in tomorrow. I'll try and get an
Report
answer
back.
for you boys.
Yeah, fair enough.
because she'll get to go home that night. I'll see her the next day.
Yep.
We'll try and find out. We'll get to the bottom of
It
it.
could be a Wood. It could be any one of those players.
one
I
of the
reckon-
leads. Could be a
I
Higo.
want a low-key
Yeah.
sneaky one. So they're the likely ones that kind of come...
Yeah.
If it came from like a sneaky one.
Oh,
Because the Macho Man, Shane Savage, he was the DJ. He used to be
There
the
you go.
DJ.
Yeah, yeah.
So who do you reckon?
I reckon Sharman. That'd be
Shaman? Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. I could see him spinning that.
Maybe Jimmy Webster.
Yeah?
Just
Jimmy.
quietly. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
True.
got that about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stocker.
Could be Stocks.
Stocks, yeah.
Stocks a confident character.
Yeah.
He was great again.
Nah, you know who I reckon's dropping those filthy beats and
Yeah.
getting everyone on the floor?
Who?
Zane Cody.
Oh, yeah.
Cody.
Again, awesome.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was really
He
good.
spoils his defensive efforts. Let's talk about for the 2.5 hours that surpassed on Saturday night where Jeremy Cameron, Tom Hawkins and Oliver Henry were. Because I didn't see him.
I saw him on milk
I mean,
gardens.
Saw him
I
on
saw
Milk-
Cameron
yeah.
in the back pocket in the last
Just a
minute.
bit of a
so-
welfare check for those boys.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
I saw
No
Stengel
score.
made an appearance.
No score for Cameron.
No score for Cameron.
No score.
He had to go search for kicks in the back line
Yeah.
at the end of the game. He tried to save the
He's
game
like,
off
I'll
his
get
own
some
book.
stats.
Yeah,
Well, he was trying to save the game, but the fact is, you take yourself out of the forward line, who are you going to kick it to?
No one.
Like, Wilkie's all over Tomahawk, Tummy Porkins.
who did Jimmy play on?
Everyone.
I'm never good at.
He
Working
played
who
on, I think he
people
played on
play on.
Stengel,
Okay.
Yeah.
and he kicked his goal.
He kicked
or
that
two.
snap, but
Yeah, that was a great
that was
goal.
it really.
Whatever.
Just before
Yeah.
half time,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, didn't want to go near it. Didn't aggravate him, just stayed on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pinched his hips. Oliver Henry, that was a Josh Battle job.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Beat him easy.
Didn't go near it.
Yeah.
Zane Cordy changing between Tomahawk, Cameron. It was a team performance.
It
No
was.
one was a lockdown.
No. Head to head, beat him.
And not only that, the biggest thing from the game for me was that we controlled every single moment of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw we came out after half time
Yeah.
and we've gone, they're cooked.
Yeah.
Now we go man on man. We've burnt them with our zone in the first half. If we go man on man now, we're beating them man on man. And
Yeah.
that's something that we haven't done this year. We haven't beaten a side man on man, but we
True.
cooked them with legs in the first half. They weren't willing to push. We were. Huge.
And we pressed hard. We missed a few chances. They kicked the first, I think, of the second half. Flicked down the other end. It was just constant pressure from us. We didn't get that bang for buck.
Yeah.
But we went for
Happens
it.
sometimes.
And some games you're going to get 3 or 4 goals quickly out of that and the game's gone. So we play them again. We do the same thing.
And
Kick straight.
Like,
you know.
it's just
Big
Well, actually, no, Jake, we don't play them again. They're done.
They're gone.
They're gone. Plan your September
Get on the
holiday.
V line.
Get on the V line, you dogs. It's just that was finals footy.
Yeah.
That is a style of play that. Do you reckon that is what Ross and co have? That's what we want, boys.
You're getting me excited because I feel
That's
like
what we want.
that's the first time I reckon he's gone. We're going to show them what we've been working on. This is
okay.
this, open the
So he's
blinds.
been in the
This
lab.
is it.
He's opened the blind. He's been in the lab this whole time.
Yeah.
And he's like, here we
he's
go.
been in the kitchen. He's tried. I'll chuck a bit of garlic, a bit more pepper. It's not really working. We'll go back to my own recipe.
Oh, it was a
that
slow
I like.
cook. It was a very
And
slow cook.
But it's
let all the
at the
flavors
best time of
mature,
the year.
develop. Yep.
At the best time of the year. And he's talked about Geelong more than any other club.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I was most keen on. That's why I had a bit of
True.
confidence in the game. I'm like, he sounds like he's almost obsessed with watching Geelong. He said he went to the game and watched them play Collingwood.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon he's ripped them apart all year, like mentally, like, okay, they do that, but we're going to do that. They do that.
Because he wants to evolve.
And you said it last week. Running teams.
Yeah.
GWS got him. Freo got him.
Freo. Young legs.
Collingwood and us.
Yep.
Yeah.
They don't like it.
They don't like the run.
And
No.
it's so. I don't
Did
know.
Hawthorn beat them earlier in the year?
Like,
Was that one of their losses early on in the year? Did Hawthorn get them? Because they're a young running side as well.
Possibly. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
I think that was an upset there. Yeah.
But it's just the way that it's all come together in that I believe that there's been an intense, like, mini pre-season for the boys, like maybe 6 weeks ago, when we sort of coinciding with our lull because we were spent by the time we got to the game, but it was all with the view of we're going to be the fittest team at the end of the year.
Yep.
Where we are now, we just need to hang on, bank the wins, and like you look at our injury list.
There's
It's,
4.
Touch wood, there's 4. Hope there's no more. And that's just everything coming together at the right time of the year. I was saying it in the thread, but this has all the makings. These first 2 chapters, I'm halfway through and I'm like, this is starting to sound like a fairy tale to me.
I don't.
Like,
It's a
just,
start. It is a good start.
Roald Dahl's
Mate.
writing the script.
Roald
Yeah.
Dahl, yeah.
Walt Disney's come out.
That's it.
He's been thawed out.
And like just there you go, West Coast. There you go. Who saw that coming? Nobody.
That is crazy. You know
It's
who saw it
mental.
coming?
You did?
My dog.
Your dog.
Yeah, dog
My
did too.
dog saw
What is
it
your
coming.
dog's
He
tips
tipped it.
getting?
So little Daphne, she's a Cocker Spaniel crossed with a King Charles Cavalier, prettiest little girl on earth. She was doing the tips for me because she can pick which hand the treats are in.
Yep.
And we were going, okay, do your tips. No treats, do the tips. And she was tapping her paw. You can see all the scratches on my hand from it. She was tapping the paw, tapping her paw on which one. So I was like, will Saints win or will Geelong win? But what I did was I changed all of them because she picked every upset. Like she was going, yeah.
She's getting real exotic.
Yeah,
with
she
it.
was getting really exotic with it.
Okay.
She was like, yeah, Pies will win on Friday night. I was like, nah. So I changed it to Brisbane. Then there was another one the next day. Or like Melbourne,
West
Hawthorn. She
Coast
picked
against the
Melbourne.
Doggies.
But she picked West Coast against the Doggies. And if I stuck with the tip, geez, it would have been legendary. So to my little girl, good on ya.
I love
Good
that.
girl.
I-
Who's your good girl? Who's your
I love that we had the celebrations after the game, like just how good that was.
Yeah.
But then that, like our emotions the next day when West Coast won. Like we almost got that second wave of,
It was-
oh my God, I feel like I'm back at the game
It
again.
was such a roller coaster because, yeah, obviously you had GWS smacking Essendon, and you're like, we did not. That was not in the squiggle.
Yeah,
No,
that's
that
not,
was not in
That
the
percentage
squiggle.
difference was
Yeah.
not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
No, so that's thrown a massive spanner in the works.
Yeah.
and then you've got Adelaide getting robbed,
Oh, big time.
getting
That
robbed.
was nuts. That
You
was
know
a
what?
goal.
Oh, of
I know.
course,
That was
yeah.
a goal.
That
was
may
goal.
actually work in our favour though.
Yeah,
Because I would rather travel to Sydney if we have to
Yeah.
than travel to Adelaide.
yeah,
So
that,
that actually
yeah, for
makes
sure.
it easy for us.
That's actually
So,
not
but
bad,
it's just
yeah.
another thing that I suppose that one, yeah. Anyways, it just adds to the drama,
Yeah.
the build up, and then Sunday,
I know.
we're still high, we're loving it, and then that happens.
I know.
You're like, oh my goodness.
I'm at the
Yeah.
restaurant.
Do I actually follow St Kilda because this doesn't
Yeah.
happen to St Kilda?
No.
It
And
doesn't.
it's
No.
not like it just happened
It's
this
happened all
weekend.
year.
It's happened all year.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what's going on?
Boys, I'll tell you what, throughout the whole day, like, you know, angel numbers, I've been seeing the 6-6 around
Yeah.
absolutely everywhere. Hit it twice on the scoreboard on the night.
Yeah.
And then that day, I was seeing 1, 2, 3 everywhere. Angel numbers mean that your life's going in the right direction.
Yep.
Yep.
And I was seeing 88 everywhere, which is just a symbol of luck in a lot of Asian cultures.
88.
88.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
There we go. It was a little-
1988.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what was our score at the end of the night?
88.
88.
Was it? There you go.
It lined up. It all lined up. Boys, we're going to digress. I'm going to do the moment. Then we've got a
Yeah.
few other things to chat about. We're going to chat about
Yes.
platform. We're going to
Yeah,
chat about
there's
the
so
weekend
much.
coming up. Yeah,
There's
there's
so
so much
much.
to talk about. It's great. Alrighty. For its penultimate episode, it's coming.
Wonder
Sorry,
how
I put it
loud-
way
wonder
too
how
far
loud.
ahead.
Joyce's choice moment of the match. Joyce's choice moment of the match.
Joyce's choice moment of the match. Now, we've got footage of it and we'll upload it to Saints TV. But in the third quarter, Hunter Clark got cleaned up by Guthrie. He got absolutely smacked up. He got back up, went off the ground, had a breather, came back on, dominated. But what I saw in the last quarter from Hunter Clark shows me that as a team, we have turned the page. We have gone, we are not here to be bullied anymore. We are here to physically impose ourselves on football teams. And he saw the opportunity to legally bump someone, a shepherd, that led Brad Hill out the back, that ended up in a scoring shot for Max King on a clean bit of play. He absolutely annihilated a Geelong player. I think it was Bose or something like that. But
Oh, yeah.
his shepherd,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was amazing. That is Hunter Clark turning the page on a luckless career so far, where he's been nothing but the brunt of all of these issues.
Yeah.
That bump, for me, signifies turning the page for Hunter Clark. So that's my moment
So
of the
that
match.
was, that was Lenny Hayes coming through and young Hunter.
Correct. That
Yeah,
was
good
like,
call.
well, yeah, he may have got a word from upstairs or something, but he went back out there searching for a body and he found it. And I'm so proud
Yep.
of him for doing that. It's like, nah, you belong here, mate. Bang.
Yeah, that's
On the
awesome.
arse. So, Hunter Clark, you've got my moment of the week. That was
Brilliant.
Yeah, that was a brilliant moment. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a few others as well. It was hard to pick between. Mason Wood flying back into the pack, Rewalt-esque. That was a big moment. The Josh Battle punch, that was a big
Sharman's
moment.
mark, but
Sharman's mark,
just to
yeah.
quickly compliment, like that was excellent, Joycey. But
Yeah,
Stocker,
had it on.
he went up for it and got smashed. It was I think it was the last quarter.
Yeah.
Game's won, and he's just launched himself, and you're like, oh, like it was a nasty hit.
Yeah.
he just got up,
Took it.
He just
He's-
took it. He's like, no,
I was sitting next to someone. I was sitting next to a kid in the cheer squad in the last quarter, 11, 12-year-old kid. And he was like, I think Liam Stocker could actually kill somebody. I think he could actually kill somebody. I'm with you. He
Yeah,
could.
yeah.
he could do it if he wanted to.
Yeah, he's
easily.
just what a great pickup.
100%. And, like if you peel back the onions, and you can see it. He's so coachable. He's attacking mindset in just getting the ball moving.
Mm-hmm.
I think that has been a significant shift in that he's quicker with the decisions on moving the ball positively.
Yeah.
Is what like defense, he was doing that perfect.
Yeah, and it's always deep as well.
It's always deep, and it's upsetting the opposition.
Yeah, he's got great
if he
vision.
moves it.
Yeah.
Same
We
with
love
Windy,
him.
to be fair. Just
Same
Oh,
with
for
Windy.
sure.
Yeah.
Windy,
Did some
yeah.
very
Before
nice
we get
things.
cracking into the antics after the game, special mention as well, Dan Butler.
Yeah.
Yes.
That final goal,
The sealer.
the sealer, that I actually cried.
Yeah, you cried.
I cried. I was in the cheer squad and I cried. I did. I actually got really emotional.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the fact that you cried.
Yeah, but it's funny because it's pathetic. But
No, it's not
not
at all.
pathetic.
but
Not at all.
It
Passion.
It was passion, and it was unadulterated passion because
Yeah.
this year has been building up to a finals berth. There's been a lot of boxes that have been ticked
Yeah.
this year. And for us boys as well, I feel like we set out to make the experience for the fans as part of the podcast and everything like that, and as part of the club, to join with the club and to make the experience better. I think that was a huge moment for me and for you guys, seeing 40,000 people
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
at Marvel,
Yeah.
all chanting, the Mason Wood chant going off.
That was sick.
It
Random
was
guy gave me a kiss on the cheek.
There you go. Like, I
Mum's
got
like,
the
"What's
biggest
going
hug
on?"
afterwards. There was a bloke that just wrapped his arms around me, lifted me off the ground
yeah.
afterwards, and said, "Let's go to finals, baby."
Yep.
And it was just, I don't know, it was just overwhelming emotionally
was.
for me, because it's family.
Yeah, and we
100%.
didn't get to experience it in 2020 like that. That was lockdown.
Yes,
Yeah.
it
We
wasn't
haven't
the same.
seen this is different.
Yeah.
This is imagine going to the G.
Yeah,
Like, or Marvel, and
Yeah.
it's all red, white, and black. You're like, what a year.
yeah,
And
What
at
a
the
year.
bare minimum, even if we are playing in Sydney or,
yeah.
the fact that we can go to a place like the Social, we can go watch it with a crew, not
Yeah.
just sit there on a couch.
Yeah, and we had a few really, really nice people come up to us afterwards and say, your work has helped bring a vibe back to this club.
Saints
Like,
footy's a vibe.
it is a vibe, and that's what we are here to spread, the good love
That's
of
it.
St Kilda.
Yeah.
That's what we're here to do, and to see that it's made an impact. That's where I got emotional, because my grandfather had a big impact on the club during
Yeah.
the premiership era and everything like that. So to carry on in his footsteps was like that was the moment for me when Butler kicked that one. I was like, I held it back when Rowan kicked it.
Oh, mate. Yeah.
But when Butler kicked it, I really teared up.
Oh, it was
this is
so.
great.
Like, it was deafening when Rowe kicked it.
Yeah.
But it was like just that little bit more deafening
Yeah.
when Butler got
No
it.
one could believe it.
It was just like
No one could believe it.
That
It's
was-
not over yet,
yeah.
boys. That's the
No,
best part.
that's
Yeah.
right.
And it gets to carry on.
We're just
This
getting
is the start.
started.
Yeah. But to have that moment was awesome.
Yeah.
Especially to share it with you boys is great. And all the Saints TV fans and listeners, it was awesome.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
it was good to celebrate after.
Oh yes, what a night.
So we went in with the intention that if St Kilda won, we would be getting very happy.
Yep.
Very, very happy,
So
at the
happy.
platform. And we did the fan cams afterwards, which were a major success, and Jakey came down, so we've got a special fan
Yeah,
cam with
that's right.
Jakey, which is
Yeah,
huge.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Popped
going to be
in,
great. And we're like, all right, Jakey, go do your review. He went downstairs, did his business, and then we're like, all right, let's do it. Marshy and I strolling on over the platform, strolling on over. The line is about 50 metres long.
Massive.
So we're like, okay, let's give it a rest for half an hour.
Yeah.
Let's go to the Hofbrau across the road, which I didn't even know was there. Which
It's such a nondescript place. Like
Seriously.
people can just go sit in the streets and have a beer. It's great.
Well, apparently Dino was there one night pouring everyone beers because they hadn't blocked off the tap.
Yeah, no, I was with him there. That was honestly that was such a fun night. That's a story for another time. But ultimately, yeah, we just got a fork and it stuck it into the because they took the taps off.
Yeah.
So Dino or someone stuck a fork or a knife, a piece of cutlery,
Just opened it up.
and yeah, we're just pouring beers till like ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
That's so good. And I love German beer. Like, I'm a big fan. So to know that was there, that was great. So we went in there, had a couple of Steins.
Yep.
So had a couple of litres of beer before we went into platform. And then we get into platform.
Oh, that was an experience.
So Jakey
boys.
rocks up at the Hofbrau, has a nice cheeky red, and then we get across to the platform.
That was an experience.
Mums
Yeah.
and dads of the players
I
were
know.
there.
That was the best part.
Yeah.
Chatting to James Van Ez's
She
Parents?
was excellent.
We see some Snapchats.
We Snapchatted him.
Yeah, that's
Still
right.
waiting for you.
Oh, did ya? Yeah.
For Nick Van Ez or whatever you call him.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we Snapchatted him and just said,
Yeah.
send us a DM. We'll get you on the potty,
Just
mate.
Get him
lovely
on the
people
potty,
like
yeah.
Cooper Sharman's crew.
Oh,
like,
they were
lovely,
beautiful people.
Yeah, awesome.
all of them were. And
Philippo's
you had,
mum was there.
you had like a D&M with Philippo's
She
mum.
was great. She's
You were
such
there
good
for half
value.
an hour.
Mate,
Yeah, she's excellent.
you know
Yeah.
what? And she said, she was like, look, ex-husband, Filippo's dad, unfortunately, but he has a very, very professional side about him.
Yeah.
And he is very serious. And we met him down in the locker rooms after the
Yeah, great
the Hawthorn
guy,
game.
really switched
Great,
on.
Really switched on.
It
But
would have been
very,
nice if we had known who he was before.
Yeah. But he was very professional.
Yeah.
And very
Yeah.
well spoken, and very, very calm and collected. She was a ball of energy.
Yeah.
She was absolutely a ball of energy. And she said, you know what? He's really taken the best out of both of us, which is great because he's got that up and about energy and loves to bring the boys into it and have the boys around and everything like that and have a lot of fun. But his professional side that he's got from his father,
He's got
he's got the best of both worlds.
It's little wonder that he's the youngest player in the competition doing what he's doing.
Correct.
With that sort of background.
And it just
That's special.
reeks.
Yeah.
And this is where everyone was putting the weight of Nick Riewoldt on Max King's shoulders. Filippo reeks of that to me.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of Riewoldt about it. He's got the confidence. He brings players into the game with his handballs and looks for people. And then he does those little snaps
And then the
around the corner.
moments.
The moments that
Yeah.
he had.
Moments.
So he is really someone special that we got to keep around. We met Max King's dad.
Oh,
Max
that's
and Benny's
right.
King's
Yeah,
dad.
he had the sexy suit on, didn't he?
He did. You thought he was
I
Matty
thought he was
Pavlich.
Pavlich. I thought he was Pavlich.
Pav.
I thought he was Pav, dead set, yeah.
Thought he was Matty Pavlich.
Rose,
So,
Rose dad as well was a great guy.
there you go, Rose dad.
I missed-
Yeah, he
I
popped
missed all
out and
these
said
treats.
g'day,
Yeah,
which was nice.
Yeah.
Said
Yeah.
he loves the channel and what we do, which is really nice.
he's a good man.
Yeah.
So it was just a complete night, and then
Oh, what did we ended on though? That was the best
But
part.
Just but I'm just keen to pick it just a little bit more.
Yeah.
But Jake, did you just feel like a god walking into a platform? Like, you know, because
Father.
right, yeah, that's a place where you go to get your ego like stroked a bit because there's
First
so
time.
many good listeners at the Platty. And everyone's there for a fun time.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
it's
it-
nice. Everyone wants to come up and have a chat.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's absolutely
gorge.
brilliant.
I'm
Yeah.
a bit upset that I haven't been there before, but I think for that to be the first time I've been in the platform,
That's
could not have
it's a good
picked-
time.
Yeah, it's
I was
better than
like,
the
we're
Carlton
beating
game.
Geelong. We're beating Geelong to make finals. I'm in the platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
And
you
all
go.
the boys were like, we're going to come and pull you out of your car if you don't rock up. Max and Jordan were definitely threatening that.
Yeah.
I just missed them and saw them on the bridge on the way over, but that was so cool.
Mate.
To
It
just
was-
chat. And then the replay came on towards the end of the night. We're getting another wine and sitting out there and singing the song. And
And then we're there till close, and then
what do we do?
play some kick to kick.
Kicked it,
Bit of markers up.
Yeah, a bit of markers up
Took
out
a
in
massive
the street.
clunk.
Yeah, you did well.
I got smashed before the platform, wasn't it? The guy tackled me.
what?
He
Yeah.
tackled the shit out of me. He didn't know who I was, and then he saw me and he felt so bad.
Who tackled you? Did you
He
get
was-
tackled?
Great, grey sweater
Yeah.
bloke, was it?
Huh?
No.
He had a kick after with us, but it was
Yeah.
before we even went in because I grabbed the footy off Dino,
Yeah.
and he's come out of nowhere and just wrapped me.
Yeah.
And like just sprinted towards me, and then he saw me and he like gave me a cuddle. So I was so
There were so many cuddles.
There were so many cuddles.
I hugged so many people because I was
Yeah.
just so happy.
I finished the game off with Maxie and Jordan
yeah,
afterwards. And sorry there, mate, I can't remember his name, but he's a lovely fellow
yeah,
too.
nice bloke.
And we'll see him all at Bentley Social this week, which we'll talk about in
Oh,
just
yeah.
a minute. But
Oh, yeah.
I was. They said we want to come to the cheer squad for the last quarter, and they got up the top and they're like, "There's this old lady that's not letting us in." Called me up and I just went, "Come on in," and then the old lady was like, "Oh yeah, whatever." So they came in and we had the best time in that last quarter in the cheer squad.
Nice.
Shout out to the cheer squad.
yeah, they were
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
Good.
brilliant,
Brought it.
brilliant, brilliant,
That's
brilliant,
it.
brilliant. This is what we've been wanting.
That's
Yeah.
the benchmark.
Yeah.
That's what we expect.
Yeah.
And it wasn't once we got on top; it was from the first bounce.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
So-
And the applause for every player running towards the square.
Nice.
That's what I said on the potty a few weeks ago. Get it like the G train.
Because that becomes infectious.
It
because
is.
then other people they've either got to go with you or they sit there and no one wants to be a freeloader, I think, in life. And if you see enough people around you doing something and
Yeah,
you're
you'll
not
do
doing anything, then you think to yourself, I've got to lift.
Yeah.
If you don't lift, then lift next time.
Lift next time. That's it. Room
Yeah.
for improvement.
Room for improvement.
But yeah, it was just an all-round brilliant
Good.
night.
I think we've
Oh, we've got an indulgent, haven't we?
Yeah,
we
have,
have.
yeah.
Shall we get into some junk mail
Yeah,
shortly? Because
yeah.
that's,
Junk mail.
that's a lot of good stuff too,
Yeah,
boys.
let's get
Plenty
to
of nice stuff
absolutely.
there.
get to the junk
Timmy
mail.
from Norway.
Timmy.
Let's do it.
Jake is junk mail. Jake is junk mail. Jake is junk mail. Jake is junk mail.
For the most satisfying Jakey's junk mail.
I reckon you're going
Of
to
the
have your shades
year.
on. Have your shades on.
Have the shades on, mate. Jakey's junk mail.
But it's
brought to
Jakey's
you.
junk mail. It's not
Well, we can change it. Yeah,
Godfather's junk mail.
Godfather's garbage. Bale.
Godfather's Gospel.
There we
like
go.
it. That's
There we
better.
go.
That's good.
That's a
That's
winner.
good.
Jake
Brought
wouldn't
to you
have
by.
thought
What was that?
Jake wouldn't have thought of that.
Enough
I like this
laughing,
alter ego.
boys.
All right, brought to you by the Bentley Social. Make sure you get down this Saturday, 4:35, the Brisbane game. Get there around 3 o'clock. It's going to be $10 on the
Yeah.
door. We're doing a big function, doing a DJ set. You would have heard the ad at the start of the.
If you're not there, you'll be hearing from me.
Yeah, that's right. Do yourself a favour, just get there.
And get down there early as well. So make sure you're there by 3 because we are capped at 280. I believe we've also got another sponsor.
We do.
Rock and roll. Here we go. This looks friendly.
It's a big box.
Oh, hang
It's a
on,
big
hang
shoe
on, hang on.
box.
Can't hear, Jakey.
Dropping this week. AFL with Athleticon. They've given us
Athleticon.
Athleticon. We've got some new kicks. So if anyone's interested at home,
Oh, what do we got?
look at these, Marshy. Have a feel of those,
Max.
buddy.
Jeez, they're
Perfect
light.
week. Talk about Saints Footy
light.
week.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
That's gorgeous.
So head on over to their website or their Instagram.
Yeah, that's nice.
There is a VIP access at the moment. If you go onto their Instagram, hit their bio link. But they've got all club-based kicks.
Now, do you mind throwing me a shoe over here? Now, see this little red
They're
strip
very
here?
light.
Yeah.
That is guaranteed to add 20 metres to your torps. So
Where
if
were
you
these
wanna
in the
win-
roost competition?
That's right.
Yeah, I know,
Where-
that
if
would've
you
been
if
handy.
you want to kick a big roost, I reckon you get in these. They're nice and lightweight too, so they're good. Good contact, extra grip.
Yeah. So
Extra
thanks to them
spiral.
for sending in these edition ones.
Beautiful.
But yeah, check them out when they're released in a couple of days.
Yeah, they're nice. There we go. Check one over here.
It's got that new shoe smell.
That's good.
All right.
All right.
Shall we?
Without further ado,
Shall.
We'll kick it off with a bang. We're going with Tim from Norway.
Yeah, nice.
Straight off the bat.
Nice.
All right. Let's go. He's on his bed there, or he's having a snooze.
Show the camera. Show the camera so you can see it.
G'day boys, it's Tim in Norway with this week's poem. It's a bit of a personal one this week, and all you need to know for context is that I hate the West Coast Eagles above everybody else. Almost every round this year has been like a secondary premiership for me. The pundits all say week after week that this is the lowest ebb in their history. Growing up out west, you see, it was really, really easy to hate that team, especially because they were the best and we were statistically the worst on the scene. So I may have said some hurtful things. I may have cheered at every loss. I may have equated 0 points for them as the same as 4 points for us. But yesterday, you were the heroes. You put the debate to bed. So thank you for what you did, West Coast Eagles. But I don't regret anything I said.
That is so good.
best yet.
Best yet, easily.
On ya, Tim. We love your work, mate.
Saints footy's
gorgeous.
peaking at the right time of the season, and so's Tim. Like,
Yeah, he loves it.
That's outrageous.
We love you,
That's
Timmy
so
in
good.
Norway. Thank you, mate.
Yeah, thanks. That was excellent. This is from Rafael. Where does this rank among your favourite wins in the past decade or so?
Jeez, it's up there.
It's
Would it be top
definitely up
5?
there. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, top 5 for me. Yeah, and being a part of it too. I think in terms of games attended,
Yeah.
that is
Right up there.
potentially number 3 on the list.
Number 3.
Yeah, like I'd go the prelims, 09, 2010 are there.
Yep.
I reckon this game is up there for me as well.
It's funny. A lot of Geelong games, like I go round 1409. Like if I'm thinking just
Yeah,
Marvel,
yeah.
round 1409 is number 1.
Yeah.
Even the one where Stuv kicked the winner in
Yeah.
2016 and Gresh kicked the snap would be up there.
Yeah.
And then there's this one. It's pretty much any time. I think my top 5 is probably just beating Geelong.
Geelong. Yeah.
For me, since like 2010,
We need a poem about it.
Yeah, it would be the Bulldogs comeback.
Yeah, that's
for me.
great.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be in no particular order now.
Yeah.
That 2017 Maddie's match and that
Oh,
game.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
They're the 3 since the Halicon days.
Fair.
Yep. This one is from Henry. It says, "Hey boys, loving the pod at the moment. I moved to country New South Wales during COVID. It's just so nice to hear you guys chat footy when nobody else does. Up the Saners, what a huge win. How good is Sinks?
Oh, Six is the best, Henry.
Career best?
Yeah, I was going to say, we barely touched on him in the first half, but like,
That's because he does it every week.
he does it every week.
But I'll say it again. Is he a smoky for the Brownlow? You can't tell me you're getting 38 touches.
He's getting 3 Brownlow votes easy. But
Yeah.
like, my dad put it to me. He sent me a text message at half time, and he said, "Do we now have to regard Sinks as one of the greatest ever St Kilda players?" And I'm like,
He keeps it up.
He keeps it up.
geez, on a halfback flank, yes, the
Yeah.
greatest. He is.
Yeah, he's right up there.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
All right, this is from Ben. He says, "Jakey boys, love your work. Great to be playing finals footy. Got a junk mail more for Marshy. It's a new song for the great man Zane to the tune of Saints Footy. Song at the end of the potty. So do you want to just...
Zane Corday, Zane. Yeah, he sent it to us. I like it. I like it.
I just
because-
love it's like, as I shampoo my hair, I think about my Zane Cord.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what. Yeah. I was spewing because we're whipping that out the social. We're singing Saints for there, and we're going to be doing it for Zane Corday,
Yeah.
and we're going to do it for Tim Membre.
No, I couldn't do it for
Like
Maxi.
all there.
Yeah.
So there. No,
Brilliant.
definitely because originally that tune was developed for Tim Membry.
There you go.
But Saints footy's better. Well,
Saints
not
footy's
better,
better?
but Saints footy's it's all good.
Max is asking, if we beat Brizzy, we get a home final against GWS or Sydney. Do we bring in Jack Hayes or not? I said in weekly, I think Jack Hayes should play this weekend against Brisbane.
Yeah.
Potentially, yeah. I think that, and that'll be on the back of, I looked at a lot of Jack Higgins' efforts on the weekend, and he just looks a bit sore to me. Like, he's just not, I think he's really, he's not so much lagging in this back half of the season, but as soon as he takes the shot at goal, he looks like he's got no energy when he's taking the shots. So he does all the hard work to get to the footy.
Yeah.
But as soon as he goes back to take the shots, he looks like he's just not quite there in terms of fitness to finish off. And I think that's where his goal kicking has gone
And like
bad
half the
this
time
year.
he's having a shot is after he's just been smashed as
Smashed.
well.
Yeah, correct.
He's-
Yeah, yeah.
Even when he just marked, like the umpires need to look into that a bit. I know that he did get a free, but it happens every week. He gets smacked after the ball
Yeah.
after
Ross
he's
Lyon
at
brought it
mark.
up.
Oh, did he?
In a presser. About
Yeah,
halfway
yeah,
through the
he
year.
did.
Yeah, that's
brought it
right.
up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Maybe
but,
they need another reminder.
Yeah. I was actually...
Get Jack Hayes in. Get Caulfield in.
Yeah.
Get Billings in. Give the boys a bit of a rest.
Yeah.
How nice is that? We can rest players.
Yeah.
I don't want to rest too many.
Yeah,
because
I
I want to
would
go
rest
there
too
and
many.
I want to test ourselves.
But Jack Hayes
against the
comes
best.
in and that gives Marshall a chop out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought...
Marshall needs
If
a
it
chop
makes
out in the
sense,
ruck.
I'm bringing players in.
Oh,
Nick
yeah.
Caulfield, I don't know yet.
Yeah.
The back
but
line's too good.
I don't think we want to risk losing any momentum.
No.
Because
Like,
we've
you
been
rest-
on a momentum
Oh,
track
no
at the
doubt.
moment.
We're still playing for a home final.
Yeah,
There's
correct.
shitloads to play for. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Simon's asking, who would you want from the current team to cheer you off in a milestone or farewell game?
Rowan.
He'd just take all the attention away with his big smile.
That's
I can't have
fine.
that.
Like,
That's
just
fine.
row on his own?
Two of the smaller blokes.
Just row.
Just around his-
Yeah, just like, like little kids go on the shoulders.
Oh, yeah. Shoulder ride from
I want to
Rowan.
get a shoulder right from Rowan.
That's so good. I have a feeling that Lowy did that for someone. Stewie
yeah.
Lowe did that for someone, potentially.
Yeah.
I
Was
have
it
that-
Spud? Or was it Maxi?
It could have been Maxi or something.
Maybe
No,
Maxi.
it wasn't Maxi because he retired after the grand final.
Okay.
Maxi who? Hutchison?
Hudson.
No, Stewie Lowe wasn't around for Maxi Hutchison
Of course he was.
for his retirement.
For his retirement. Yeah, true.
But
Sorry.
I distinctly remember him carrying someone off on his shoulders. Could have been Berkey or something like that after his
Oh,
300th. Yeah. But I want
Harvey? Was it Harvey?
Yeah, it could have been halves. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to do
Anyways,
some research. But I'd want two of the smaller blokes.
Yeah, I
because
was
they don't
thinking
get
too.
to do it.
Higo and Gresh for me.
Yeah. Higo and Gresh.
Higo and Gresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
So you guys get chatted up by Higo and Gresh.
Yeah.
All right.
If Jack Loney was still playing.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been him.
definitely.
Yeah.
Just Jack Loney.
Just a piggyback from Jack. Yeah.
This one's from Laura. Junk mail. a shout out to Marshy. So
Oh,
very kind words
I'm
here.
getting heaps of love. It's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Hi, boys. Hopefully this makes it onto tonight's podcast. If not, please pass the message on to Marshy. Well, we're going to pass it on publicly, so
Oh,
let's
yeah.
do it. While the game on Saturday night had me in tears and my little saner heart is daring to dream, I want to give a shout out to the man, Marshy, for being an absolute champion of women's sport and women in general. Every week we hear him talk about the AFLW side and bring up a lot of valid inconsistencies in terms of how the AFLW league as a whole is promoted, but he's always there hyping up the girls.
Yeah,
His
the girls.
commentary lately regarding the Tillies has been amazing as well. From a mum of 2 young girls, I'm raising them to know what they can do and be anything they want to be. And it's just so heartwarming to have people like him out there who I know will be also behind them and all other girls no matter what. So thank you,
that's
Marshy, for
nice.
just being an
Yeah.
absolute ripper bloke.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple of lines down in brackets, Jake and Joyce, you guys are awesome too.
Thank you. I was going to say, I'm actually going to piggyback on that one. First of all, round of applause, Marty.
Yeah,
that's
thanks.
spot on.
That-
That is
I'm so
that is
sorry,
really
but
spot
yeah.
on.
Stop it. No, that was really nice.
But we were walking out of the ground on the way to platform
yeah.
28, and there was a homeless lady on the ground, curled up in a ball with a blanket on her, and not in a very good way. And Marshy goes into his pocket, pulls out a note, gives it to her, and says, "That's all yours. Go Saners." And she is in shock. And she calls out and she's like, "Oi, like, you don't understand. You've just put a roof over my head tonight." So in terms of congratulating Marshy on something that you wouldn't talk about, because I know you're too humble to do so, that you wouldn't bring it up with people, it's nice to chat to the 3,000 listeners that are here in saying that Marshy is one of those blokes and you lead by example.
Absolutely.
So
Nice.
you are...
Yeah.
You're not only putting a note in her cup, you're putting good energies in everyone
Wouldn't want to
else's.
share a
So,
couch with anyone else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
spot
mate.
on. Not with my stinky ass. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's very kind of
Yeah.
him. Yeah, no, that's it. Saints footy brings us
it.
together, and
Correct.
go the girls. Go the girls.
Go the
This-
girls, yeah.
more news to come on that
Yeah.
shortly.
Brandon says, to the 3 legends, finals footy, here we come. With the continued evolution of Cooper Sharman and his negating role on Tom Stewart, will he be the third main tall inside our 50 to propel ourselves into that sustained success for years to come? His dukes are underrated. Cooper Sharman.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, definitely.
Like, he
That
just
mark.
plucks it. That
Yeah.
mark. Tom
Oh.
Stewart thought he had it.
Yeah.
And that was like a second gear effort from
Yeah.
Cooper.
It was, yeah. He
I'm not
wasn't-
saying that was not degrading that at all,
No.
but he's got 6 gears. He's got a mountain
Yeah.
bike.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I said it three years ago when we recruited him that, like, he was in and out of the side, and I'm like, I don't know why we're not putting in time into a kid who understands forward line craft and leading patterns as much as him. Because what I saw from him in his first half a season was unlike anything that we'd ever seen, or like that since the 09 and 10 era
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
Rui and Cozzy leading up at the footy. We hadn't seen someone demand the football on the lead like he did and get into space the way that he did. So for him to come in now and be that third tall, yum.
Yeah.
And he's playing with confidence, isn't
Yeah.
he?
Oh, he's got
It
that
seems
swagger.
like
He's
he
pretty
belongs.
cool. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's from Max. He said, "G'day, fellas. Love the pod. Keen for finals now. It's been 12 years since we've all been able to come together as a fan base and support this club's finals ambitions. 2020 prevented us from doing so really excited now. Question for the boys this week. Would you rather finish 7th and play at the SCG or have everything go pear-shaped this weekend and see us finishing 8th and play the Blues at the MCG in front of
Give us
80,000
Carlton.
plus?
Give us Carlton.
Personally, I wouldn't mind having a crack at the Blues, despite them clearly being the informed team in the comp. They have a combined 21 games of finals experience, which I think could be detrimental to them this year, regardless of whether they come up against us, Giants or the Swans. Thoughts, guys?
Give us anyone.
Anyone, anywhere. That's what
anyone,
Ross said
anywhere. That's
10
right.
years ago.
Oh,
He doesn't
we haven't
care.
had that mantra yet. That's surely coming out this
Anyone,
week.
anywhere.
Anytime, anywhere.
Yeah.
Anyone. Yeah.
Just a lot of annies.
Yeah.
Any's-
Anyone, anytime, anywhere.
yeah.
Odds are that we cop a anytime, anywhere when we go up to Brisbane
Yeah.
in this presser this week.
Yep.
I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And we'll go lucky last because it's been a nice long pod, so
It
we'll
is,
wrap
it's
it up
been
there. But
very nice.
this one's from Cameron. Do you guys have any weird Saints habits? For example, whenever I go to pay for petrol, I'll say to myself, the Saints player who shares the same number as my pump, as a way of remembering. One time I got, one time I got to the
I've
counter.
got the best, yeah.
One time I got to the counter and said Jack Steele accidentally. What pump? Oh, Jack Steele over there.
That's so good. I do the same, but
Yeah?
I do honestly. Yeah, that's the only way I can remember. Else,
So
shit, was it Berkey or was it Buddy Gresham? I don't know.
You know what?
Yeah.
I get like someone. People always say to me that it's such an old man thing to remember. I know my BSB and my account number
That is old.
off by heart
Yeah.
because of Saints numbers.
Yeah, right.
Because my account number starts with 1966.
Really?
And my
Good to
BSB
know.
also includes a 66.
Yeah, right.
Beautiful. Yeah. I don't.
There we go.
I mean, I just link. Just when I look at numbers and like I see certain numbers, I'll just think like there's 09. It's just numbers tell me the memories from the like.
I
that's
get
what
just
don't
proper
really-
whatever dyslexic is for numbers. That's
Yeah.
me.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh,
My mum's bad with that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's it. That's why I have to go. Who was that?
I can't remember. Max, it might have been, I think.
Maximus. Yeah, I'm with
on.
Maximus. That's so funny.
Yeah. I do exactly the same thing.
And
as well.
it's
yeah.
something I've never shared with anyone.
Yeah.
Because that would be my little quirk.
Yeah.
It's just something I do internally.
Yeah.
I don't need to explain myself to anyone, but that is my system as
Yeah.
well. It's so funny.
I'm with you. We've got a
That's so
saintly
funny.
system here.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the Paul Rudd video where he can name the whole 1977? Is it Cowboys? It could be
I can't remember.
Okay.
Cowboys
you remember
team from
the whole team?
Yeah, from the NFL.
Yeah.
Wow.
Over in America, he can just off a limb name them, and he was
Wow.
like, I was obsessed with him as a kid.
Yeah.
Like I can from 1977 to 1987 or whatever. He's like, I can name you every single player off
That's
the bat.
impressive.
And you know what? That's all of us.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just going to say, like, that's not that good.
No, but from
But
like
yeah,
you don't
but
see it
yeah.
from like a celebrity standpoint.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's where I think that we're lucky with Eric as well, with Eric Banner.
Yeah.
That he's like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
You know. So
I love Paul Rudd.
yeah, he's a legend. Yeah. We should get him on the Saints.
Yeah, true.
If he's ever doing a
Surely
tour out
Eric
here-
could put in a word to him.
Yeah, if he's
Convert him.
ever on a tour out here, you know how we got Ed Sheeran, everyone does that publicity. Paul Rudd in a Saints jumper would look more like Jack Loney than Jack Loney.
Yeah, for a second I thought you said Kevin Rudd. I'm like, Kevin Rudd knows the Cowboys? Like, that's
Oh, yeah,
impressive.
no.
Oh, Kevin,
And you're like, that's not that impressive. Okay, now it makes sense. The whole time I'm picturing Kevin Rudd.
Ruddy's on a donkey!
What was that on Rove Live?
Rove Live,
What was
yeah.
it called, though? The show? Was it...
I can't remember.
I love that. That
But it was
skit.
so brilliant.
Kevin Rudd, Kev PM or something. Yeah.
Sonny, what are you doing with all that jewellery?
I like shiny things. Then he just laughs and it cuts to credits.
It's a staple
That
of my
is just
childhood.
just something in there just gone. I remember
the best.
I remember now.
Yeah,
Um,
on that note, that's junk mail. So thanks to everyone for sending them in. Thanks to Bentley Social. Thanks to Athleticon for sending in the shoes. Check them out.
Yep.
Yeah, awesome. That's
Boys.
shoes. We're getting to the pointy end now, but it's
Round
it's
24.
exciting again.
It's nothing's going to be more exciting than the Bentley Social this
Nah,
weekend.
I'm so
Nothing's
pumped.
going to be
I'm
more
so
exciting.
pumped.
Like we're coming up against Brisbane 4:35.
Let's sell it
It's
out.
a crap time for
Sell it
footy,
out.
but it's a great time for the social.
Yes. right.
Because you get to watch your footy halftime, organise yourself some food, eat there. It's amazing food there.
Yep.
Get yourself a burger, get a Palmer at halftime, sort it out. And then we're just going to boogie on into the night because regardless
100%.
of result, we're playing finals.
We're playing finals.
It'd be great. We need if Melbourne beats Sydney.
That's what we want.
That's what
That's
we want.
ideal.
Carlton-
But GWS can beat Carlton, but it has to be by under about between under 30 points or something to stay below the percentage line that we need
They're
to remain sixth.
3% below us.
Yeah,
right
and
now.
that's a lot to make up against a good
But
team.
it also you got to take into account if we lose badly.
Yep.
So
Yes,
we
yeah,
obviously
true.
we want to just stay within reach.
Ideally, we win
Yeah.
or we don't get pumped. Or
Yeah.
it just
Just
doesn't.
matter.
It doesn't matter.
We
It's
just wanna
it's out of our control.
Yes.
But what is firmly in our control is that we can go there and we can celebrate what has unequivocally to this point in time been such a fantastic season that
Yep.
I dare say has exceeded most, if
Everyone's.
not everyone's expectations.
Has to.
Coming into round one, I thought would be a bottom four side, and all the media touted us as a bottom four side with
Except
the
for
amount
Tim
of,
Watson.
Except for Tim Watson.
Yep.
Thank you, Timmy.
On you, Timmy.
Yep.
See, people doing us favours that screwed us over in the past. Jamie Quinn,
Making amends.
Tim Watson. Yeah,
Yeah.
making amends. That's it. redemption is at hand. Repent, and I will be saved.
That's it. And we've had it as it's been the Saints TV disco because it's a nod to the Moorabbin social, the discos. But this time it is legitimately a disco.
It is.
So that's why, we're asking for 10 on the door because we've got all this equipment we're going to be bringing in.
Yep.
We're going to be putting some, food on the bar, prizes, things like that. So that's where the money is going to. And it's just going to be scenes. I want to do a cheeky set, if you don't mind, on the set on the decks.
Marshy.
Just give us like a 15-minute set.
So it's
Yeah.
food.
That's it. I'm going to do my set is my pump up tracks for Saints footy.
Yeah,
what
good.
gets me,
Bring
what
it
gets
on.
me going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't
it's gonna be
play
huge.
my pre-game set before the game starts.
Yeah.
I reckon
LMFAO,
people start leaving.
No, we're good. Nickelback comes on, everyone starts.
And just like imagine having a boogie and just catching up with all these Saints with no stress about the game whatsoever.
Surely at the end we can move some of the tables. And
Oh,
make
the
a little
tables get
D
pushed
floor.
back. Don't
Like
you
the
worry
D
about
floor's
that.
coming out.
There is a dance.
We've
There is
got
definitely
party
a dance
lights,
floor.
smoke machine, dance floor's
I'm
coming out.
actually scared if we get up what's going to happen at the Bentley Social. Like in a good way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if I thought the celebrations after the Geelong game were
Oh no, this is next
impressive.
level. If we win, like,
Oh, my
it's all,
goodness.
like celebrations are going to be. The mood is going to be great.
Yes.
But if we win, the mood is going to be.
It's going to be off the
It's
charts.
going to be like
Stratosphere.
settle down mood.
Yeah.
Just settle down. We've got to go
And
to
then we've
work
got a
in
week
couple of
off.
days.
Then we've got a week off to just chill and
Yeah.
reflect on the year that we've just had, but then to look forward to. We're not used to that.
Yeah.
We are not.
I'm
No.
used to doing the season review video when everyone else is ready to play finals.
And like even when we were in this position in 2020, wasn't that the last game of the season?
Yeah, against GWS.
Yeah.
Shortened season, shortened quarters.
Yeah. We had to
Blah,
beat
blah,
them.
blah. You know,
We had to
smashed
beat them, but we got there a week early.
Yeah.
You beauty.
Yeah.
yeah.
beauty.
So,
So,
Brizzy, get there to the Bentley Social, 3
Get
o'clock,
down.
10 at the door. It's going to be a big, big day.
And kids go free as
Kids
well.
go free, which
Yeah,
is
kids
excellent.
free
So
entry,
we'll have someone at the door that can sort all that out.
Yeah.
yeah.
So get down. We want to book it out. We've booked it out once this year, and that was the Collingwood game in round 5.
Yeah.
I dare say this is almost bigger, just
Yeah.
because
Oh,
of
definitely.
what happens
This is a
after it.
vibe. This is
huge.
the end of season celebration.
Yeah.
Correct. When
Yeah.
that siren goes, beers are be a flowing,
And
chins are be a pumping.
I almost don't feel like we don't need to really talk about the Brizzy game much because
No,
I'm
we
like,
don't. I don't
think so.
I just want to bottle whatever we got on Saturday, just bottle it.
Yeah.
Little genie bottle, and then release it in the rooms, and then everyone's ready to go. And
Oh,
then
dance
just a
party.
big spits.
The dance party.
yeah,
before
get the
game.
dance part. No
Yeah.
breathing.
Oh, yes.
No
Yeah.
closing your eyes and breathing.
Yeah.
Just get the
Get the vibes.
pointers out. Get
Yeah.
the whatever you want to. What's your move?
Oh, I've got a few. My
Oh,
dad
yeah.
used to come up
What's
with
your
it.
good move? Sorry.
Oh, well, I was going to say Dad and his mates when they were younger used to do the funky umpire.
Funky
Ah.
umpire.
So it's all the different
Oh, the
moves
shuffle?
of like it's a holding the ball.
Oh, that's
then
good.
And then
Oh,
a
that's good,
kicking
yeah.
in danger, like those ones. Yeah, in the back,
What about high? What about the high
too
tackle?
high. So yeah, it'll all come out.
We
that's
we
so
need to
good.
Fine
choreograph
decision.
something.
One behind. Yeah,
That's excellent.
yeah.
That is such an untapped resource for dance moves.
It is. Isn't it great?
That is
so he
excellent.
came up with it with his mates in high school.
Yeah, if you
the
don't know
funky
how to
umpire.
dance,
That is so
watch,
funny.
Watch the umpires.
It should be called the fun pyre.
That's so good.
The fun pyre.
That is that's actually like Joycey Senior. Like he
Yeah.
He's casually.
It's his
cool
world. We
bloke.
just live in it, I suppose.
Yeah.
The Oracle of Saints footy. Well,
Well,
all right.
let's
Let's
do
wrap
it.
it up there.
Yes.
Enough tears for now. Save them for Saturday, but this is awesome. We are hyped up.
We're
Saints
there.
footy.
We're
We're there.
there.
September. We can smell it. We can smell it. So,
Yeah.
boys, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to finish it off with a bit of a minute here from Mash.
Yes.
Cheeky minute.
Mushy's minute. Mushy's minute. Mushy's minute. Mushy's minute.
Going back to, I'm sorry. What was the lady who sent me a really nice
About the Tillies.
About the Tillies?
About AFLWR.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, to her and Matilda's, honestly, because that was my minute lined up. What they've done for women in sport, period, is just amazing. And finishing fourth at a World Cup, Laura, and yeah, finishing fourth in the World Cup is just paving the way for the next generation of not only girls in sport, but boys being more. It's just more inclusive and like boys getting behind women's sports, just watching it for the product that it is, because I feel like, there's a lot of sort of old types out there that just don't really belong in 2023 and forward. So
They'll be dead soon, so don't worry.
but that's it. No, but the thing is, like, it's sad that there's a lot of young ones there. So that, they've got plenty of time on this planet, and I think just the Tillies doing what they've done is just going to change a lot of those attitudes, quick, smart, and our girls. I think everyone riding the Saints footy train. Our membership numbers are, I don't know, they're through the roof. They're really good, but for the girls, I would love for everyone listening to this potty and to reach out to their mates and their Saints friends, just get a real 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, just spread that Saints web and make us the most financially supported team in the comp. Because you look at all the big clubs like Collingwood and all of them, they only have like 6,000 members for the girls, thereabouts. We were already quite high, which is excellent, but we can go another level. My membership pack arrived today. I was going to bring it in. I was meant to bring it in for an unboxing, but I was under the pump and I couldn't grab it.
Just do it at home under the old 29 page. Set your
I'll do that. I will do that.
Yeah.
I will do that. And just to put a bow on it all is that, how cool would it be for us to just really, saying is to have 10,000 members plus, and it's like $75. Kids are cheaper. And even if everyone's busy, if you can't get to games, just get financial. Just say, all right, I support you. I can't get there, but there's my support. So we can show the rest of the comp that we're a proper club.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
it comes around the wrong time of year for me with my work because I'm always doing the.
Oh, that's right.
The Saturdays and Sundays. But
life
with
is hectic.
every membership I buy,
Yeah.
we get a women's membership as well.
That's right, because we're not getting 60,000 members to the games.
No.
But there are people that they just front up with their membership. $75 payment plans, like $10 a month. It's cheaper than Stan.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But that's my piece. Can't the girls? They're playing next week, I believe.
Yep.
It all kicks off.
Against the Roos down in
Hobart. Yeah.
or
Beautiful.
Launceston, either one. Yeah, so
somewhere.
yeah, can't the
Tasmania.
girls get around them?
Can't the girls?
That's what it's all about.
Sainers.
Oh,
I nearly
the Sainers.
swore. I nearly
Yeah.
swore.
Nearly.
Without
excited.
further ado, wrap it up with a joke.
Can Jakey do it with his shades on?
yeah, sure. Why not?
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
It's like the mask. Smoking.
somebody stop me.
Sorry, that's juvenile behaviour.
Have you already you've asked a question with your eyes?
Yeah.
Knock. Knock.
It doesn't matter. He's coming in.
Who's there?
Owen.
Owen, who?
Go marching!